We are back. Okay, today is very special. We are in a $2.4 million luxury estate in Heritage Hills. Heritage Hills is in Lone Tree. The section of Heritage Hills is called Overlook. Kind of gives you an idea. So you can kind of get a quick preview here behind me, see what's going on. But we're going to check out this over 6,300 finished square feet home, 6-bedroom, 7-bath, with a hidden surprise in the basement for all you luxury buyers that you'll want to check out later in the film. Within Heritage Hills, we're talking gated community. There's a couple pools, a couple community pools. There are playgrounds, walking trails, really its own little ecosystem in here. It's really gorgeous. Big mature trees, beautiful landscaping. So let's go take a peek. Why don't we start in the great room, the TV room, the family room. You can just see the sheer size of this. We're talking 2 full couches here, 2 chairs, lots of room to spread out. You could do a lot with this room. You've got all this natural light coming in, blinds. You have the exposed beams on the ceiling, really adds a nice element and texture to the ceiling and the height. You can see there's speakers here for surround sound. I mean, look at the wall. The wall is just impressive. We're talking a linear fireplace, which can fit any size television. That looks to be about 100. And you have this glossy tile finish on the back. Pretty unique, pretty cool. This home is owner occupied. There are some pictures on the wall here that we don't need to video them, but gorgeous pictures. You can see a big plant in the corner here. You can just see, I'm going to go over here in the corner, the size here and how it flows into the dining room and flows in the kitchen. I love big open spaces. I don't know these sectioned off areas. I don't love them. You have this big, thick piece of marble. That table is pretty. And then this gorgeous chandelier. So you can do everyday eating here. This could be used as a dining room. If you're having your friends and family over, you do a lot with this space, pretty open. You do a round piece here, lots of options. We'll go check out the outside in a little bit. Another hot day here in Colorado, but you see, this is what I love. This is what you luxury buyers are gonna want, is this true gourmet kitchen. You don't have to touch a thing in here other than the food, I guess. You can see this gorgeous quartz countertops. Again, you've heard me talk about things are different and maybe unique to homes. So we have these veins throughout the countertops and the backsplash. I'll get a little closer over there in a minute. Waterfall edges. You have storage underneath here. These dark cabinets, big metal pulls into your stainless package of an oversized KitchenAid custom refrigerator, your dual ovens. Your oven is your microwave / oven. You have this, you can see the gloss finish. So gloss finish on the cabinets. You can see that they all lean up. These ones will come out. These are really nice. And then big drawers, right? Lots of big drawers here, especially on this side of the island. You can see these big, deep drawers. Then you have your custom 6-burner here, another dual oven, small flat top, and you have your hood. But you can see again the backsplash with the veins, unique to this home. Really pretty, big oversized lights, and your ceiling beams continuing really brings the space all together. Of course, you gotta have your dishwasher, and then you'll have your oversized sink, which is looking out to the backyard. Part of the kitchen you can't forget is that you're gonna have the butler's area. So you have a wine fridge, separate place for your coffee. Maybe there's some wine or some cocktails in this area. And you have a large walk-in pantry. This dark goes nicely against the lighter colors in the kitchen. Really fantastic job of decorating in here. Love it. And then they happen to have, this is not part of the home. I believe that will go with the owners. That is a large calendar, which then duals as photos and video. But you can see the sheer size of the space of entertaining while you're cooking, flowing through here into the TV room. All right, I'll show you the most impressive part, that basement piece I was telling you about. There's some more I need to show you. Let's go take a quick peek at this patio. So let's talk about this outdoor living space. So you have, you can kind of see, this is one of the garages. There's a 2-car, this is a 2-car here. So in between the garages, you have a covered patio. Covered is great. Again, you can see how sunny it is here in Denver today. It's hot. So you have this beautiful outdoor space, covered. Wintertime, you have heaters. So really year-round living out here. So additional finished square footage you can live in. And then a courtyard. You can see there's a basketball court, basketball net they put in here. So again, additional usable space. We'll go down there. There's a fireplace down there. This is open. Isn't that nice? A great design job here to add in a sort of secondary patio that is covered and usable. All right, listen, I know I keep teasing that basement. We'll go there. We'll go there in a second. We have one more thing to check out first, okay? Okay, so before we head to the primary, so we'll see that before my favorite piece, again, of this home, which is in the basement, for you luxury buyers, is that I'd love to know your thoughts. Everyone's version of a perfect home is a little bit different. So I've showed you the great room, the TV room, the family room, the kitchen, which is incredible, and maybe those are it, but maybe you have something else in mind. I'd love to know your comments, love to know what you're thinking. So shoot me a little comment below, and let's go take a look at the primary. I wanted to show you on the way up the stairs here to the second floor and the primary. There on the landing, this oversized landing, talking almost 10 feet wide here, big, giant, built-in cabinets, which I have not seen before on a landing. And then this gorgeous chandelier up here. Sweet, huh? Tall windows. Okay, I just had to show you really quick. I know you want to see the primary. It's the sweet spot. Let's go look. I'll widen out the angle here on my video. Welcome to the primary. So again, you can see the beams on the ceiling continued here. It makes the space look bigger for sure. Adds a nice element of texture as well. You have all these windows overlooking the mountains. So the mountains are over there. You can see we got some sun today. So you have your own private retreat here. Sitting area. Again, that glossy finish on the tile work to your own fireplace. You do a lot with this room. We happen to have an exercise machine here. You can make this probably an entire gym if you wanted. It's that big. Well, let's keep going into your primary suite. Massive. Again, you've seen in my other videos, we talk about the spacing of a king-size bed with side tables. You can see there's plenty of room. There's probably another 3.5 feet on either side there. And you have room for a television, dresser. They've done a nice job of decorating in here. Minimal, classy, sexy, beautiful. This is all real hardwood. This is not any kind of manufactured flooring. This is all real hardwood all throughout, and then into the primary bath. Giant tile, oversized tile. You have your separate sinks. It's great. Again, you always hear me talk about that separate water closet. There it is. Bonus points right there. A gorgeous tub. Really pretty. Kind of see the shape of that. In its own area, you have your Nice large walk-in shower. Gotta have your bench. It gets tiring showering. You gotta sit down. But that tile we see on the floor here, that is 1, 2, but that 2 foot by 2 foot, 2.5 by 2.5, continues into the shower. You have your makeup area. There's me, as always. Nice to see you. And into a really expansive closet. I don't want to show you too much. Again, they are living here, but it is nice that there is a escape hatch door into laundry facilities. Laundry right outside of the primary suite. Let's just keep going through here. You can see the other escape door leads into bedroom upstairs. Couple windows, has its own ensuite here. I didn't turn any lights on in here. You know, a beautiful shower with custom tile work. Again, the hardwood's running throughout the entire level. And then another bedroom here. I did turn this light on. They have their own bathroom as well. Just trying to turn some lights off. Into this loft area. So nice place. They have a couple big chase lounges here. Another television. You can use this to watch your own movies. Send the kids up here, maybe video games, maybe this is part of your gym, yoga studio. We're talking a lot of options here, but you also have this wall piece to help separate the space. Piece of art comes in to be functional as well. Again, a lot of windows. You have mountain views. Down the hall into the last bedroom, which also has a nice sized closet and its own shower and bathroom. Don't want to show too much. Again, owners still live here. Don't want to show too much of their items. I did want to see the space and show you the versatility of this home. And again, updated black wrought iron with natural wood on top. There's the size of that. See the size of that stairwell? It's huge. And to leave you with the primary. Okay, I promised it to you. You waited this long. Thank you for waiting. Let's go take a look at that basement. That big surprise I've been telling you about. Let's go check it out. Let's make our way to that big surprise. As we're on our way there, I'll need to show you. You've seen my other videos. You better have. Anyways, herringbone. Look at the flooring. So this is all real hardwood, and this is all herringbone finish all the way down the rest of this hall. I just thought I'd show it to you. Again, you would know that my wife loves herringbone probably more than she loves me. So she'll see this video at some point, but what a gorgeous feature in this home. And the sitting room, only because I think the design of the furniture and these arched cabinets is really pretty. It's a cool room. This kind of reminds me of like this old smoky cigar, playing cards, hanging out kind of room. It's pretty, but it's a lot brighter. So, all right, you want to see it? Let's go see it. Come on. Down we go. Get a teaser. Get a teaser. This right here. So not even in the basement, you have the wine cellar / the tequila room or the bourbon room. This is cool. This is super cool. So temperature controlled room. They happen to have a nice collection in here. But you can see the space and the finish. Just really gorgeous. Loving this house. Loving it. I told you there was a nice surprise. That's the surprise. I hope that lives up to what you were thinking. I think it's pretty cool. And to widen out my, there we go. You can see a little bit better. Let's go explore. Let's go see what's down here. So again, we are in Heritage Hills, overlook is the community within Heritage Hills. We're talking community pools, parks, walking trails, gated community, tons of landscaping, mature trees, really pretty area. Just what an area to raise your family if you're single and mingle and ripping around. This is a phenomenal place to be. So here in the basement, you have your giant wet bar. You have almost like reverse of what you saw in the kitchen. So instead of the light with the dark veins, you got dark here with light veins. Really cool design feature. I am digging that. And these cube lights, see these things? Yeah, trippy. So big gorgeous wet bar. You have a TV down here. That is a bar fridge. That is a industrial size fridge to hold your items. Big metal poles here. Soft close. You have a small dishwasher here. Excellent. So they're not doing much with this room. I actually thought it'd be a little more, but they've got kids. I got kids. You got to use the space, right? So looks like there's a gaming area here for the kids to use. Computers, probably doing homework on this side here. And then you have another media room. So they have large sectional couch here, giant projection television on the wall. Here's that outdoor space we could see from upstairs. So again, they have a basketball net and there's a fireplace. Looks like they're not really using this area. It probably gets pretty hot out there. But another area that's covered here, at least, warm on the backside. Let's explore. Let's see what's over here. I don't have any lights on. Bear with me. Oh. Another nicely done bathroom down here and a full shower. So that means there's probably a bedroom, which there is. There we go. Get some lights. So another bedroom down here. Got some guitars on the wall. Huge room. I mean, okay, we're talking, there's a drum kit, 2 bunk beds, and your escape hatch right there. So plenty of room. This is a massive room for a basement. Very nice. What do you guys think? What do you think? Shoot me a comment below. Let me know what your favorite room is so far. Am I missing anything? I know there's an office to go. There's a main 4 bedroom we'll take a look at, and we look at the outside here. But maybe the votes are in. Tell me what your favorite room is. All right, I'll see you upstairs. Outside, very impressive. So we are in, okay, so again, you are in Heritage Hills. There's the mountains. There's a cul-de-sac right here. Nice quiet street. The pool's right there. That's one of the pools, okay? But look at the curb appeal. Nice, big, gradual upslope on your curved driveway. You've got gorgeous landscaping in between the homes, big mature trees. Really pretty, this sort of Mediterranean style. There's Rachel. Rachel, thank you so much. Rachel's with Corcoran & Company. She allowed us to come and film today. Really appreciate Rachel. She is the listing agent. Her information will be in the description. So make sure that you're asking me and her questions, but you can see this winding pathway up to the front door. Nice bushes out front here. You heard me talk about the arches. Those are very in right now. This home was not built this year. This home was a couple years old, but the fact that it's ahead of its time with the arches, pretty phenomenal. So you sort of have this entryway where, I don't know who you are, like let me in. So the front door is actually right there. You have this entrance, especially if there's weather. You can come in here, kick off your boots, and take off your jackets. But from a standpoint of drive-by, walk-by, and that curb appeal, this really has it. Look at that, stunning. So again, we're in Heritage Hills, just this level of lifestyle of living. Pickleball, tennis courts, community pools, that's with an S, it's plural. There's a couple pools, playgrounds, walking trails. This is the place to live. You have direct access. I mean, literally 2 minutes over here. You get on to I-25. You have access into Lone Tree. Phenomenal shopping. The restaurants, there's a couple of steakhouses. And they're like Capitol Grill, and Jack's is brand new that just opened up. Just so good. And then you can see 2 and 2. It's a 4-car garage. Different elements on the outside of, you have the stucco here, and you have the stone finish here, and again that courtyard that we talked about. And here's your view heading out. What do you think? Throw me a comment. I know, listening to me yapping away on YouTube seems weird, but trust me, I take calls from people every single week watching me on YouTube. I'd love to help you. So if you or someone that you know is moving to the Lone Tree area, Denver area, somewhere in the south here, I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to help. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.